So, internet.
We're back.
Yeah, but we're doing something new.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing something. Welcome to
Drum roll, please.
the industry. So basically, this is going to be a consistent thing where we talk about everything, within the fashion world, styling, model, photography. I mean, it only makes sense being that.
That's what we're doing.
I mean, real talk. This guy plugging already.
Listen.
Did you even pay for that? Did you pay this show to feature this? Yeah, I just realized, this guy put in free plugs, man.
Listen, you have to.
I get 10% of what you make off this, man. Yeah, so, I mean, it only makes sense, us breaking into for fashion photography and styling.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've done a decent amount of shoots, so
we've done a lot of work.
It kind of ramped up.
It came out of nowhere.
No, it definitely ramped up.
It came out of nowhere.
I remember when we were starting summer 16.
Yeah.
And literally,
that
first
into
summer 16 shoot was
in May.
my fourth portrait shoot ever.
Yeah.
And two of them were yours.
Yeah.
Before that. Wait, four. Yeah, that was my fourth. I did two of them. That was like December and February with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I shot a friend of mine. I shot her in February. So, yeah. Yeah.
And
then all of a sudden, just started, we did about, we're not even, first of all, we switched to summer 16 joint, right?
Yeah, because it was too restricting.
Because we didn't hit the deadline.
There was no way.
Done.
Summer's over next week.
And we just started getting.
Autumn starts next week. So
the jobs
we had to.
So now we're 16.
Just 16.
Where we're basically just going to feature 16 dope portraits of the girls we've worked with.
Yeah.
Specifically for that project.
Yeah.
Which, I like some of them, and I definitely.
Listen, I'm glad you've seen them.
Yo, man.
I have not.
Yeah. I don't. Maybe I'll do a Dropbox for you or something.
Please, thank you.
Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll hook you up somehow, dude. Yeah.
Please. I mean, I'm just
He's like, please.
I just want to see something,
Yeah, you sound like these models, bro. Yeah, you sound like these models right now. But yeah, so I think it'll be really dope for us to do this show, the industry, and we're just gonna talk about everything that we've gone through so far. Photography wise and fashion wise, styling wise, and I want to be able to have us bring on different hairstylists, makeup artists, boutique owners, other stylists that'll probably do better jobs than Ray over here.
Listen, come on.
But because there's really nothing like that. I feel like it would be a dope resource for a lot of people that are really trying to break into this industry.
Yeah, which everybody is.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, real talk.
You got the new iPhone coming out. Everybody's going to be photographers.
Yo, and you know what? I think we should probably review that.
We probably should.
Well, you're probably going to get yours before I get mine.
Probably. So we can use mine.
Alright, whatever.
We'll do a shot by. Shot on iPhone series.
Okay. Yeah.
Shot on iPhone
Now that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Let's do it.
It's done. We're going to do that.
It's done. So we're just going over 4 key points on surrounding the photo shoot itself.
Yeah.
So focusing on the model, there are a lot of people who are interested in getting into modeling, and they are beginners and they don't know how it works, or they've worked with someone and their protocol was a little different.
Yeah.
And this is just our formula on how it's worked for us, and it's the best way it's worked.
Yeah.
We've done it a few times, so we know, we get into our groove, and you notice that people are different.
The majority of models that we work with are, they're not professionals.
They're not professionals.
They're not agency and
provided.
Yeah.
And they're just doing it trying it out or
trying to break in.
So
and so I mean, we've gone from portrait shoots with our 16 series, and then straight up just lookbook fashion style with apparel company Odd Socks.
Yeah.
And all of them been used. We're I don't know what to call them. That amateur models.
Amateur
there we
models.
go. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to say inexperienced because
No.
I mean experience is whatever.
Exactly.
But like amateur models.
Amateur models.
Yeah. First point is what?
First one is communication.
Yes.
So when you like, okay, we need to have a shoot. We need to find a model, and that is really like 75% of a photo shoot. It's finding a reliable person.
It wasn't until recently that that joint is like,
and it's something that we now know we don't want to do. Like,
it's not. Yeah, it's just
I don't want to have any hand in finding a person.
But that's what agencies are for, man.
Unless it's something personal, like unless we're doing a personal project. But if we're working for like someone else,
because communication takes time, man.
It takes a lot of time.
Scout, like literally
you have to
looking
scout,
for,
like you have to scout the person. You've got to get in contact with them.
Yeah.
Once you get in contact with them, people are people.
Yeah.
So, and this is not like a lot of people's number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, things come up, understandable. Yeah. But communication has to be there. And I know that you find this out more than I do. Like, because you're dealing with the models more.
Well, I mean, because we're like, the goal is to start to shoot, right?
That's the goal.
And so it's just like if I reach out to you and I don't hear anything, that's fine. If you reach out to me and you don't hear anything, I mean, because everybody's busy. Like we're all lives, we all have lives, whatever. But like we haven't got around to starting that dialogue.
Yeah.
But the minute the dialogue starts, I need that. In and out, like it gotta,
There's no dragging.
We gotta figure out what day, when can we schedule? Are you available? Am I available? What time? Where at? And then boom,
we're done.
What to bring? All that other stuff.
Exactly. And once we get to, I feel like once you get to a point where we've made all the plans, the day, the time, where the model is going, where we're meeting, all of that stuff. Really, like the day of stuff is not cool.
Yeah.
Like, 2 hours before, 3 hours before, something came up and we're not going to be able to make it. Understandable things happen, but it's not cool for us because we've marked out the time that we could have been shooting something else.
Well, I mean, and that's what it is. It's just like, there's always like, if you give up, I'm pretty sure this is some kind of theory or some like, because the time I spent with you and then
going
whatever
through the booking process,
the time I did that and then all of a sudden it falls flat, I could have been spending that time putting my effort somewhere else, so
doing something, using my energy somewhere else. And I think that's
there will always be a trade-off. Like you're always spending time on, because the last thing I want to do is just like throw out a net,
exactly,
book like 5 people, and then
like, all 5 are available.
And if all 5 are available and they're ready, then I start canceling on y'all because like I already have somebody in mind. So, I mean that's a douchebag move.
Exactly. So we're trying to avoid all douchebagginess.
Yes.
Because you run into you run into a lot of that in the industry.
Yeah.
You run into a lot of people who are all about themselves and they don't care about anybody.
No, but it's like real talk. I mean, it's team effort, man. Like
it's a team effort, and we care about everybody. We want everybody to succeed. There's enough space for everybody at this table. So there's like certain things that you've got to understand. You've got to find the line between under communication, which is what we were talking about, and over communication. Now, over communication is after we've already booked you. We know that you're coming. The day is here. And it's like Tuesday, the shoot is at 4, and at 3 o'clock you're like, okay, I'm about to leave my house, I'll see you guys at 4. And then at 3:30 it's like, okay, I'm 30 minutes out, I'll see you guys at 4. It's 3:45, okay, I'm almost to the house, so it's like...
Well, I mean, like, I feel like that's personal preferences as far as, like, you know me, like, I don't need, like, once we set a day and time, we don't have to talk for a week. I just know I'm going to show up on that day at that time. If I'm not going to, I'm going to relay that message to you.
Way in advance.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't
it's
need
almost
you,
like it's definitely a personal preference because that person.
Because I'm pretty sure there are photographers that need to know everything, like, where are you at? Where are you at right now?
Exactly, because there may be moving parts within the shoot. But with a lot of stuff that we do, it's just us, and it's like, we're doing all the props and all of that stuff, so it's really no more moving parts than you getting here. You say the shoot is at 4, like, be here at 4, and then we can go.
Once everything is set, like, we don't have to talk about it anymore.
We don't. There's really no need unless like, the photographer or the team asks really you, like, could you let me know when you're 30 minutes out? Could you let me know when you're an hour out? Like, whatever. But you've gotta go into the situation talking about the model. You've got to go in like knowing what the situation is.
Yeah.
So like asking if like on the shoot day, is there anything else that you need from me as far as communication, or do I just need to show up?
Yeah.
And for us, usually it's just gonna be show up.
Yeah. We give you a list of what to bring, which is just a whole general list of everything to bring. Just toss it in a bag.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so communication is definitely key. So that was our first point.
That was point number 1, communication.
All right.
Point number 2 is mono prep or preparedness. So when we do a shoot, it's like we'll shoot you out a list of clothes that we want to see you bring, just to get a feel for the style of the shoot.
Yeah.
Because we know kind of an idea of what we're going to shoot or how we're going to shoot, if we're doing a personal project or if we're doing odd socks or if we're doing whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
We know the style of the socks that we have, so we're going to ask you to bring certain colors or certain cuts of things just so that we can showcase you in the best way and showcase what we have to do in the best way.
Yeah.
You really want to make sure you bring what's on the list, number 1, and you come prepared for other things. So for my ladies, most of the shoots, all of the shoots, we haven't had hair and makeup.
Yeah.
So
which is fine. Yeah.
But you need to bring like things to do your makeup, like
just as because especially if you're outside, the elements, and like especially we're in Florida, so that it gets hot, and this guy got me shooting at noon.
Like, exactly.
So it's just like you're gonna be sweating. Maybe your eyeliner's gonna run a bit.
So bring your eyeliner to like touch it up, and like bring a towel if you're shooting outside, like to wipe your sweat or whatever, and bring something for your hair if you have long hair, if you have curly hair, if you have straight hair, like whatever the case may be. Make sure you're ready for me to ask as the stylist, okay, can you put your hair up? Like, I need your hair up to be up for this look, for this dress that you brought that I want to shoot you in, but you can't put your hair up because you didn't bring anything to do your hair.
Yeah.
So that's something that you should be thinking about.
And it's crazy because I mean, I'm still new to this whole thing, right? As far as like fashion wise go. I've always been in the whole design aspect and creative aspect, but it's just like the details, like it's mind boggling when like I never used to pay attention to like if your makeup is running, or like just like if your hair needs to be brushed out or something. Like I don't see any of that until I hit the computer screen.
Until you import the photos,
and then you're just like,
like, oh, I wish I would have got this before.
The beauty of us, like we exponentially been doing shoots these past like 3 months, and it just made me super hypersensitive to like everything now.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point, like...
Were you not proud of me the other day?
I was
like, yo, I need that to be fixed.
I was like, yo, damn.
I was shocked myself, because I saw it in camera. I'm like, yo, that needs to be fixed, yeah.
And, like, for my stylists out there, you've got to let your photographer know that just as much as this is relying on them, it's a lot relying on you too. You've got to be just as comfortable to go in and stop the shot to fix whatever's on the model. Like, there's a photo that we took of a summer 16 shoot, and the photo is so dope.
You're talking about with the jewelry,
but the necklace that we had on the model is off. It's like half of it is inside of her shirt, and every time I see the picture, I cringe because I'm like, that's my job. That's the only reason why I'm here is to make sure that doesn't happen.
No, that was your fault. That was your fault.
But it was like, hold on. It was like shoot number 2.
So, no, I know.
Be mindful. But now,
I didn't even notice it until
you went to edit it. You were like, oh my gosh.
And there's nothing you can do about that.
No,
the moment is gone.
It's gone. We're finished.
I mean, the photo's as dope as it can get.
It is,
but it's just that one thing.
It's not going to bother anyone else.
No.
But if it I look at it from the aspect of, let's say it's a jewelry company that hired us to shoot.
Word.
And it's the necklace that we're showcasing.
I mean, you gotta pay attention to that stuff.
That's the one thing you were hired to do is showcase the jewelry, and it's hidden by half of the shirt. They're not going to want that picture, but the picture is dope.
Yeah.
So like, you've got to be okay with jumping inside of a frame and be like, no, stop, like, I gotta fix this, because it's like, this is your baby as much as it is the photographer's baby. So
no, it's like everybody's covering each other's backs.
Yeah.
Because to get the best shot as possible. So.
Exactly. It's all about the best shot. So you've got to be comfortable, like, going in there and fixing things when they need to be fixed. Models, you've got to be prepared and bringing your things that you need to bring as far as, like, bring your hairbrush, bring your hair tie, bring hairspray and all of that stuff to, like, slick it up, slick it down, slick it back, whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
Make sure you have it.
And once again, these are
so general.
Yeah.
Like, this is
like advice for, like,
everybody.
Everybody. I mean, if they have a makeup artist and they have, you know, their hairstyles, like, these are stuff you don't need to worry about like that.
Once we have a team of people, like, with us, like, that's not going to be anything you need to worry about. But as of right now, especially a lot of people that are up and coming, as far as photographers, stylists, models, there's not going to be a team of people. So you need to make sure that you're prepared so that the shoot goes seamlessly. And that is just, like, stuff that, these are just things that we've been noticing that would help anybody. So what's the next point is be natural for the models. A lot of models will come in to the shoot and they want to be perfect.
Yeah.
They want to be perfect for the shot. They want to get everything done perfectly. Yeah. And this is it's crazy, but it's very imperfect.
Yeah.
Like, the entire process.
Like, when you can see, it's like you see the try hard in their face.
Yes.
Like,
once you get the photo from the camera to the computer, you can see that the model is trying hard. Yeah. So we want to eliminate all of the try hardness. Like, just don't try, just do. That's why we have a lot of the models, like, I bring a speaker, we turn on music, and we just have them, like, move and, like, vibe out and, like, continuously move, because that breaks down the barrier of them trying to be perfect.
It kills
when you
me,
find
man.
that, like, as a photographer.
No, I'm just, like, when they get in front of the lens, it's like people always become someone different, right? Absolutely. When they get in front of the lens, and it's just like a lot of the amateur models, they worked with the amateur photographers, and it's like, I mean, okay, so take Florida for example. We're in a beautiful area.
Yeah.
Everything's about swimsuits down here.
Yeah.
And everything's about that glam shot and, like, you know,
making it perfect,
putting up your hair and, like, making a certain
kissy
and they just come off, like, first of all the photos come off the same, no matter who shot it. But I mean, for us, that what we tend to like is the in between shots where you're coming off more natural, more like in the moment per se, and it's just it translates to the camera way better.
It does, and I feel like it's more people like it.
I feel like a lot of the models need to, like, go through magazines. Yeah. Go through go to YouTube.
I feel like if you're not as a person who's trying to be a model, if you're not going through the actual work that's being out, you're not, like, actively seeking it.
Yeah, and you're not, like, progressing.
Yeah. I feel like you should always be like, listen, this video is going on YouTube. Everything can be found on YouTube. Like, you can look at previous shoots. Vogue has a YouTube channel. Like, Elle has a YouTube channel. They're always doing behind the scenes shoots. Shout out to Chase Jarvis. They're always doing behind the scenes shoots
Jarvis,
and
he's a man, bro.
Videos, and you're getting to see these models, like, in action. A lot of the models now have a huge social media presence, so you can follow them, and, like, they've grown their entire brands based off taking pictures or doing whatever. So you can.
But everything is, like, relaxed.
It's all relaxed. It's not posed like it used to be back in the day. Like, back in the day, you could open a magazine and find somebody, like, super posed, and it's not like that anymore.
It's just relaxed.
It's regular.
And it's the face, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could pose the body.
You can pose the body, which is the thing. Like,
not crazy pose, but, like, you know,
naturally pose the body. Like, we have.
Because that's what I tell them. I'm like, yo, they're like, how do you, like, sit how you feel it feels normal. It feels normal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want, like, you know, if your leg doesn't feel normal like this, but it feels normal like this, then that works.
Do that.
If your arm doesn't feel normal like this, but it feels normal like this, like, just a slight movement,
do that
makes a difference.
It makes a total difference, and you've got to be natural because, like he said, it's going to translate through the lens.
Yeah.
Like, and you'll see it immediately.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point now where I'll be like at the shoot, standing behind the camera, and I can see it.
Yep.
And I'll be like, nope.
I don't know, because I was like that from the get. Like right away, I was like, I'm not, because I don't want people. Because I never wanted my photos to look like every other amateur photographer out there.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the main ingredient is that most of them don't have them being normal. Like,
and that's, and that
relaxed.
may be because like they don't know, or they're going for a specific look, or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't work for us.
No.
So
it doesn't work for us. So don't try it.
Don't try it. Don't come in and say I'm gonna do this, because we're gonna shut you down.
Yeah, no. And I've gotten a lot more comfortable shutting people down.
Yeah. Because we've invested a lot of time and a lot of resources into
at
this.
The beginning, we didn't really shut people down. We let them do what they. But now we don't.
Now it's not the case, because it's hot out here, and we really want to get this done.
For these noon shots. Anyway,
we really want to get these done and move on to the next look. And the last point is post-photo shoot etiquette. So we've gotten through the shoot, we've gotten you here, I've styled you, we've gotten your hair and makeup done, we've done the photo shoot, and now it's like, oh, we say goodbye, oh my gosh, it was great working with you, can't wait to work with you again. And then literally as soon as you leave, you get hit up. I get hit up. You get hit up. How are the photos come out? When are the photos going to be ready? When can I see some? I want to post some. And now we're working with an actual company.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's
we've gotten to the point where it's like, okay, we can give you a few photos, but you can't post these until they're posted by the company.
Well, what I've also been saying is don't tag them.
Yes.
Because a lot of tagging is a real thing.
It's real. The tagging phenomenon is real, and I understand.
No, I get the tagging. I'm with it.
Yeah.
But it's just
Coco.
Yeah, that's Coco. No chill. No matter what video we do, she doesn't chill. No, it's just they're just, especially if you're working on a company. I get it. And if some of the models aren't getting paid, you get paid with prints.
Yeah.
And so you get the photo, and by all means, I don't mind you tagging us.
Blast them.
I do mind the frequency at which we tag.
Yes.
And post.
There's
either post 5 at 3 at the same time,
or
and on one day, and then a couple days later post the other 3, but separately. Just 20 photos and tagging one after the other.
Is just
and
overkill.
I hide them from my timeline.
Instantly, because I have that feature and I don't want it. I don't want it on there.
Yeah.
I don't want it on there because more times than not, I've already posted the picture.
Yeah.
So I don't need it to appear multiple times on my newsfeed. So it's just the
tagging needs to be under control. It needs to be.
We're excited. We understand. We love that you're excited.
Yeah.
We're excited, but there's certain things that you just want to shy away from, and that's just one of them.
And I feel and then like I said, I give them the photos, but then until you see the company itself, because they're the ones that paid for these.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So until you see the company itself post the photos, don't tag them in it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, they're there to try and promote whatever
what
product,
they're promoting for.
Yeah, whatever their product is or whatever.
What they got us for.
Yeah.
so it's and then if it's a personal project us, then
honestly,
when they're ready, they're ready.
Yeah.
You can't. Editing takes a long time, especially if you're meticulous as this guy. So he has this process, he has this formula, and the photos come out amazing. They're really good photos, but you've got to allow him that time to get through.
Well, I mean
those
that,
photos.
and I mean, I understand. If you were working at a restaurant, or you were working at some retail store, and then on the side you do photography, and you obviously don't have that many photos. As a working photographer, you can't expect the photos next day.
Exactly.
Because
he may be doing 2 other shoots.
Yeah.
And when we first started shooting, we shot 700 photos.
Yeah.
And then the next shoot it instantly doubled.
Yeah.
And then it doubled again.
Yeah.
So now
on
we're
average,
shooting
every shoot is 2,000.
Over 2,000 photos.
Yeah.
And that's like every in-between photo, like all of that. So he's got to go through 2,000 photos for every shoot.
Yeah.
So there's no way a 24-hour turnaround is going to happen. Like, it's not possible.
I did one last week, and I wanted to shoot myself.
He wanted to kill himself.
I wanted to shoot myself.
Because it had to get done and we were put in a predicament because communication wasn't there, so we had, like, a cancellation.
Yeah.
It was a big thing. So he had to do
24-hour turnaround,
which was not fun for him.
They're not.
So you've got to, like, chill. The photo shoot is done. The hard part is done for you. And it's like...
Well, and that's the thing, like you said, for that. So photography is a two-step process, right? So we have the shooting aspect. I mean, there's more to it, but I'm just saying, like, you have the shooting aspect, and then you have the editing aspect.
Yeah.
And both of them take their own separate time.
They're two separate, like...
People
literally, they could be billed as two separate things.
They really they
photo
can get billed as two. It just happens to be put into a budget. Like they do get
photo shoot, editing. Because I could he could easily hand you raw photos and be like, have at it, like do what you need to do. But he would never do that.
I would never do that.
So that would never happen.
No.
But you've got to realize that it's a lot going into the photo shoot. It's not just the photo shoot day. And as far as like for me, if I'm like styling the photo shoot, which I'm always styling the photo shoot, there's I have like a whole kit that I bring. Like I've got a lint roller, I've got pins, I've got clips, I've got all of these things to make sure you, the model, look your best, so the pictures look our best. If I can make his job easier, then I've done my job.
Well, everything on that day of makes everything afterwards easier.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even that big. I'm not about that Photoshop manipulation stuff either.
Which a lot of people are in, you know.
Like for me, it's just because it comes off a little bit fake. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there.
There are a lot of people that are good with the Lightroom,
but then there's a lot of that are horrible.
There's always the other side of that coin.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know if you went that soft on the face.
Soft, like straight up Charmin, man. Like their face looks like toilet paper.
So soft, like super soft. Like you just
no texture at all.
You just
straight
out
of Mattel.
Just done.
The Mattel factory.
The 4 tips we have.
So once again is
communication.
Okay.
Model preparedness. Be natural in front of the camera, and post photo shoot etiquette.
Boom.
Like I feel like if you mastered those 4 tips, you would be any photographer, stylist, team's dream.
Yeah.
Like
real talk.
That's it. You just make the day goes by so much easier, and the days after they go by so much easier if you just hit those 4 points. Like, boom, I'm communicating. Okay, I get here. I have everything you asked me to bring. We get on the shoot. I'm super natural. I'm cool. I'm having fun. After the shoot, I'm letting you live your life. I live my life. I get the photos, and it's like, oh man, I got all these
that
photos.
Just sounded like heaven. Just
that's it. Like
that definitely just sounded.
That's like it, and that was me just freestyling in summary. Like that was it.
Yeah.
So, but no, real talk. Like that's just really what's gonna make shoots go by a lot smoother, and everybody continues to grow and get better because that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, it's
and
about,
exactly, and I mean, and this, I feel like these will help with progression. But
I mean, all of these things are great. I feel like this is a good basic toolkit for everybody to have. And hopefully you use them and you take them and you let us know if they worked and what you found that didn't work for you or did work for you. And
if you have any other tips, you just, make sure you could comment on anything like our social media and on the YouTube video. Social media. So IG is going to be whatever Bravo _ for me.
I'm Raymond.Lamar for IG.
There's a new series. We got this down pat, man. That was just practice before. But so please, if we could get this to 50 likes. I want to see if we get this to 50 likes.
50 likes is that's like a bare minimum.
Bare minimum, so 100 likes.
Let's do 50. 50 is good.
Oh, so
50
okay.
50 is good.
You know me, play on the hard. Anyway. But yeah, so let's get 50 likes on this. Let's get a subscribe. And we will. I like this.
I like this format. This is good. This is it.
Yeah, this is it. I told you, man.
So we're excited. Like we're gonna have people coming on. We're gonna have models coming on. We're gonna have makeup artists on. We're gonna have hairstylists on. Other stylists,
fashion bloggers,
other photographers, fashion bloggers.
Yeah, let's do that.
Stores, brands, lines, everybody. You want to be on the show. You want to be on the industry. You work in the industry. Hit us up.
Yeah. The industry. That's basically everything that's going in the fashion direction. I like that. Let's work on that. So thank you for watching once again. My name is Alfonso.
And I'm Ray.
And we will catch you next time. So that's it. Didn't pay for that, yo.
Yeah.
As far as like becoming a better model in this area, like as far as, and if you're in the amateur space, like just working on better communication. What was the rest of them? Model preparedness and
being natural.
And then we also have post photo shoot etiquette. All right, cool. Every single one of those points will help with you becoming a better
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, a better form of whatever you're trying to do. So
a better whatever.
So that gets cut. Anyway.